Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. Glad you're here. Just going to detail a little bit of my journey through the new Unger's Bible Handbook. And I've kind of just started, and I'm just telling you, I love it. You know, I've had it for decades, can I say? Not this particular edition. You can tell this is a new edition. But, I mean, the new Unger's Bible Dictionary is my favorite Bible dictionary. New Unger's Bible Handbook's fantastic. But I've never just said, okay, I'm going to sit down and start at page 1 and read it. So I'm on page 51, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. If you could see, I'm not going to ask Sister Waldron to zoom in. I'm just going to do like this. But I mean, I've got underlines, markings all over, probably close to every page on here. I'm like making myself notes, got archaeological lights. I do the, on like multiple, I do the Biblical Archaeology Today with Steve Waldron podcast. So all that I'm loving. I'm making notes for future podcasts, archaeological light. So a couple things that stood out. First of all, extremely conservative. Appreciate that a lot. Second of all, I was a little surprised, like, if my memory serves me correctly, because I'm reading this simultaneously with some other books, is like on the sons of God. He does believe that was fallen angels. I was a little surprised about that. And I was going to also come here on page 37, the phrase, now the earth was formless and empty, this is on John 1:1, has been rendered, the earth became, to portray a chaotic visitation of divine judgment upon the original earth. To place a gap in 1:2 is untenable by the Hebrew text. So he really kind of crushes the gap theory there, which shows that all three clauses are circumstantial, either to the main clause in 1:1 or that in 1:3. If a gap exists, it must occur prior to 1:1 rather than after it. Genesis 1:1-2 appear as a unit and serve as a summary introduction to the creative activity that follows. Although the gap theory framework seems to be declining in support, it does commend itself as potential explanation for the fall of Satan, the findings of modern science that suggest long geological ages in Earth's prehistory. But for the most, so he kind of takes a little bit of it back, but he kind of really crushes the gap theory, which is, I'm not a gap theory person, and I have many friends that are. So anyhow, my final takeaway from the first 51 pages, and I've thought about, okay, Lord willing, over the course of time, I'm going to kind of chronicle my journey through this, that I love it. It's something that I recommend to everybody. Now, there's many of you who are out there saying, you know, Pastor Waldron, you're 56. You've been at Dean of Theology before at the largest apostolic Bible college in North America and largest one in the world. At the time, you were the Dean of Theology. Isn't this a little basic for you? I mean, shouldn't you be reading, you know, Craig Keener, and shouldn't you be reading philosophers, and, you know, you should really be digging into N.T. Wright and many, many more, you know, that some whose names currently escape me. I'm thinking of the guy who's at Notre Dame for so long that I really like. His name almost came to me. His son's a philosopher too. Warranted Christian Belief. Alvin Plantinga. Yeah, Alvin Plantinga. Really like his stuff. And so a lot of you are like, shouldn't you just be more into that, the Word Biblical Commentary series? I'm just going to tell you, this is me personally, and I know everybody's different. I, from time to time, not only do I make the foundation of all my Bible study, prayer and the Bible. That's just everything. Secondly, I go back and read what I consider basic text on a regular basis, because there's things I forget. I'm human. We're all human. And so I'll read. I've read Haley's Bible Handbook I don't know how many times, you know, and I'll just read basic foundational text. And that's just me. And I'm 56. I may not keep doing it, but that's where I'm at right now in my life. So my journey through the New Unger's Bible Handbook, phenomenal. So I recommend it to everybody. It's just that good. And I would disagree with him on certain theological things. We won't go into that. Those of you that watch the channel, you would guess what I do. But God bless. We love you. Hey, thank you so much for being here, praying for us. Some of you have been with the channel for many years, and I want to say thank you so much for that. And if this is your first time, join us. Starting today, we've been 6 years now with a new video, at least one every day, to my knowledge. So pray that we can keep it up, and also check out the thousands of videos we've got in our playlist. God bless you, and come join us at New Life of Albany sometime. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.